What's up, everybody? It's Amon-Rellik the God Slayer, Amon-Rellik Gaming. Today, we are in Warframe for the second video. The first one we talked about, of course, dealing with the chat and, the understanding of which parts of chat it can be, the more stressful and toxic ones and what each of these tabs are useful for. Now, we're going to get into actually playing the game yourself. You're going to have three things. You're going to have a Warframe, you're going to have a set of weapons, which will be your main weapon, secondary, and your melee weapon. And then you'll have a school that you'll later on be able to deal with. We won't go into schools this time around. We're just going to stick to Warframe and weaponry. Warframes are, of course, the thing you're in. You have normal Warframes like Ember, but then you'll have Prime versions of the Warframe, which is basically it gives you like a small stat boost, and there's more freedom in the thing of modding. So before we get into modding, let's run over here to the front of the ship, and let's take a look at when you come up to the top, you're gonna come to the top to your codex. This is where you'll be able to learn all the different things you need to learn, like the universe. You'll be able to, look at Warframes, the factions that are in the game. You'll be able to review any kind of mods that you have and stuff like that. Fragments, the weapons, relics. This area will teach you all the things you need to know about mission types like assassination, capture, defense, excavation, extermination, hijack missions, mobile defense missions. These are all the different mission types that you'll come across. Cephalon captures, annihilation, railjack, Lenara. These are all the different missions that you'll come across in the game. Survival, spy, sabotage, all that, right? So, come over here to the codex. Spend some time over here and research and read. You'll learn about mods and stuff like that, in that sense of all the mods that you have in the game can be reviewed and looked at over here in your mod station. This is where you can build things like weapons and armor and Warframes and stuff like that, but we'll get into that in another different video. This is, of course, where your companion. When it comes to having companions, you can have a pet or a companion. Like for instance, I chose to have Warren Prime as my pet, and you can equip him with usually with it comes with a weapon of some kind. But for the actual Warframe, this is where you have to we're going to talk about the importance of modding. First, we'll take a look at a naked frame. This was something that's totally naked that I just started playing around with, because I just got through getting a bunch of the primes that came out recently. We'll pick Gara Prime, right? All right. When you get a Warframe, this is how it's going to look, completely naked. These two going to be naked too. And what you'll be doing is you'll be setting these mods down here. You'll get these mods by playing in different missions and stuff like that. But you want to make sure that you read the tooltips. Read the tooltips. I'm not going to sit here and go through each one of them. There are thousands of mods in this game. But read the tooltips and see what they do. Like, for instance, Augur Message. It's plus 24% ability duration. That's over here. You'll see a duration, efficiency, range, and strength. These four are the main things you're going to be worried about when it comes to building your Warframe for a specific task. Whether it be, do you want your Warframe to be a nuke? Do you want them to be a tank? Do you want them to be more of a healer or a buff support role? These are going to be the four things you're going to have to tweak around and play with. Read what they say. Efficiency modifies the energy cost. So when you hit your ability, whether it be your 1, 2, 3, or 4, right? And that's what people call it, 1, 2, 3, or 4 ability. You might hit 1 and it only costs, where it says drain, 25%. But if your efficiency is like maybe 80, if it's lower than 100, and it's down to like maybe 50, that drain will go up to 50%. Well, 50 energy. See what I'm saying? That's how that works. And some of these things will tell you that. Like, for instance, using efficiency as the one we're talking about, if we want to improve that efficiency, right, to go above 100, streamline. It gives us plus 30% ability efficiency. You would want to take that. Let's say you wanted to do that, right? You would take this, you would drag it onto, and now look, efficiency's gone up to 130%. And now let's look at that drain that was 25 on 1. Now it's 17.5. You see, the drain's gone down. That's how this works. But now you see this right here. You see those little symbols on the edges of the cards? That 9 with the symbol. That 9 is a number. You see, you keep seeing that number on all these other cards, right? It's because up here where it says capacity, if I take this off, it's 32 out of 32. That means I can only put as many cards that add up to this number, right? Now, I put the card there, it takes 9 away. Now it's 23, right? But that's where you see these little mods. You see the slots right here where they have the actual little symbols? Look at this. This matches that, right? So what happens is if I put that card in that specific slot, it now only cost me, you know, like it took like 4 away. So now instead of it being 23, like here, I save some. That's how you do this. You know, you want to balance what you need and where you could put it to actually, you know, stretch out the amount of points you have. That's how you can end up fully slotting things. This applies the same thing applies to the weapons. Your weapons are the same way. All right. They work the same way. You'll get weapon mods as well. And some of these, and like again, like for rifles, you'll get them for pistols. You'll get them for your melee weapons. Like you can go down to the melee. You'll get them for melee weapons as well. You'll get tons of mods, you know, and you can mix and match and make them work in your favor. You can make some insane things happen if you're willing to pay attention to the mods. All right, now when it comes down to what you would want to do in terms of like just starting out with your Warframe, you may just want to throw some health and shield mods on until you get used to the game. So, you know, you might want to, you know, you might have like one of your first drops in the game might have been something like redirection, right? You know, shield capacity, you know, 360%. If you notice all these dots, that's because I've leveled it up. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come at you like looking like this, 40% with no dots lit up. So you might be wondering, well, how are you leveling the mods up to make them stronger for you? That's where I told you before. Coming over here to this mod station, you can take a mod. Let's say we want to take let's say you got a mod that was like, for instance, you got, oh, I got pressure point, right? I can do 20% more melee damage, but you want to power it up. The way you would power it up is getting a thing called Endo. And Endo, you'll get it from missions and stuff like that as well. And you'll get your credits as well from doing missions and stuff. So let's say you have pressure point. You would click on it. You would confirm that one you want to use. You would go to Fusion, enhance a mod by using Endo. You would have, you know, it will show you how much Endo you have, which it should show you how much Endo you have. Somewhere around this piece, there it is. Right here in this corner right here, it'll show you how much Endo you have. And if you notice, rank nothing's 20. Rank it one time, 40. And it tells you how much it's costing. 10 and 483 credits. And you just keep going it up like that. And it'll tell you, now as you do this, if you notice, the number at the top of this thing right here, that number is going up. So the cost of using this mod on your Warframe or on your weapons and stuff is going to go up. You got to remember that, you know. So that's how you would level it up. You would put it up to however you want it. Wow, 120%, I'm ready. You would click Apply Fusion. And then it would say, are you sure you want to do this? You would click yes, and that's what it would be. It would power up to that point, and you could take that mod, walk yourself on over here to your inventory, to your arsenal thing, and slap that mod right onto. You can go in here. Well, you can go into your upgrade for the weapon you have, and you can go right on over to, or if you don't want to go through searching like that, you can just go here and just go to pressure like that. Boom, pressure point. There it is. Take it, slap it on somewhere. Boom, goes dynamite. Now I have prime pressure point. You'll get these from Barrel Katir. He's like a guy. He's a guy who appears every so often on the weekends, and you'll have to find him and get to him before he decides he wants to leave. And he sells all the prime stuff. But you know, that's something that you'll learn along the way. But so that's basically the gist of how you would gear yourself. That's just to get you in the ball game, right? Get you in the ball game. Now, when it comes to leveling the Warframe themselves, there's a tip I want to show you guys. You might not want to do this unless you're comfortable with it, but let's say you're trying to level a Warframe and that's it, right? What I have come to do, and again, I rely on Zenestar. You probably won't get Zenestar, guys, until like your 300th, I think your 300th day. Your 300th actual day in the game, because your game days are calculated. You'll be given a Zenestar if they still do it that way. And Zenestar to me is still the best melee weapon to me in the game. Its versatility and its ability to be very strong in many different places. I still live by this. So let's say you're trying to level a new frame like Gar, right? What I would usually do is I would take off every weapon that I have, because you can literally take your weapons off and leave nothing but my Zenestar. And because what happens is the less weapons you're using, the experience you're getting from the missions will, you know, the more weapons you have on, the more those experience points will be split amongst your weapons. So if you want to focus fire or something, that means you would want to wear less things or have on less weapons when you're doing those things. Now that we've gotten through all of that, let's go ahead and run up a mission real quick, and I'll put some of these things into practice. One of the things I want to put into practice is showing you, again, let's look at, for instance, real quick, how I modded this. I modded this with initial combo and where's it at? Initial combo and quickening. The reason why I did that is because initial combo is going to actually give me a 2x combo multiplier off the jump street. I don't have to work for it. And the reason why I did that is because they nerfed Zenestar to where when you throw the disc out, it used to last like 30 seconds. It was like really powerful. They nerfed it down to like 10 seconds or something like that. So putting this on brings it back up to about 19 to 20 seconds, which, you know, it's not the 30 that it used to be, but it still works. It still does what it needs to. But if you notice, you have elements like you can do cold damage, you can do toxin damage. Toxin and cold creates a element called viral. When you combine two elements, you can create a new element called viral, or you'll create a new element like blast. Just play around with them, and you'll see. We'll get into a whole another video about the actual status elements, but this one is viral, and it's truly one of the most deadly stats you can put on an enemy in this game. And heat. Now the reason why I chose viral and heat, because heat, even though heat is a dot over time, it's not a big damage dealer, but it's just a dot over time. The reason why I use heat is because heat also has a CC effect, where the enemy tries to the enemy stops shooting at you and is instead waving, trying to get the fire off of them. So you'll see that in play as well. Now when it comes to what I'm gonna throw on Gara, I'm gonna try to get her ability strength up a little bit. These Auramods, when you see this little symbol here, that's your Auramod. The Auramods literally pertain to everybody. So let's say I put on toxin resistance, which I'm going to do. That means not only does this toxin resistance work for me, but it works for anybody who's in my group as well. And their Auramods will work for you as well. So, you know, take that into account as well when you're modding. Okay, let's do that. What else I want? With her, I want to synergize around buffing this and buffing this and buffing this. Cause this, it's okay, but it's not what I'm gonna be using mainly to keep things going. It's gonna be this one and this one. So what I'm gonna do is I wanna go for more of a strength. More of a strength and what's the duration on this? 10 seconds. The duration on that 10. More of a strength and duration build maybe. So what we'll do is we'll run on down this way, and we'll grab us a duration mod. There you go. Boom. Now we got what's our duration on that? 14 seconds. 5 seconds. Good. Let's grab us another strength mod. Put that right there. Boom. Now our damage per second on this has gone up. And our damage and area damage on this has gone up. Pretty good. We've got a couple of more. We got some more space. Let's I am an energy conversion nut. I really love it. I put it on almost every Warframe I have. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and just grab that. We're gonna go energy conversion. Where is it at? There it is. I am an energy conversion nut. I love it. Because what this is going to do is when I get an energy orb, it's going to give me a buff where for my next ability cast is going to be 50% stronger. So yeah, I'm always down for that. And we'll grab one more. Let's try and grab something from this. So what we'll do is we'll click on that to where it'll only show us the mods from that area. And let's see if we can pull off can we pull off a range mod? Yeah. There you go. Stretch. There we go. Alright. Alright, so now that you've gotten the explanation down, we'll end the video off with doing a little EXP run. Now the EXP run I like to do, even when it's just level 1, I like to go to Hydron. Some people will say you shouldn't tell new players to go to Hydron. It's okay. It's okay. The game is not that difficult to where going and fighting level 30 or 40 enemies is going to get you killed. You can get killed if you're not paying attention, but it's not that bad, guys. And it's some of the best EXP you can get when it comes to just trying to level your Warframes. So let's get in here and have some fun, shall we? I am actually a Necros Prime main. I'm a Necros main.
Our position has been compromised.
Ooh.
Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Okay. Okay. Now this is why I love this weapon. You can swing it like a normal weapon, but then if I use my alternate fire, I can throw this disc out. Look at that disc. Look what it does. Death. 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 Look at that. Beautiful. I just leveled up. Just leveled up. I'm gonna grab that. Always grab that. Okay, it came back, right? Now if you see it says ×2 and it doesn't go down. Right at the bottom there where it says Zenostar on the bottom right, it says ×2 and it's never going below that. It just stays there. So when I throw this thing out, I get an instant 20 seconds. Now you're probably like, that's all you're doing. Yeah. Again, like, this isn't hard. Hydron is not difficult, guys. Don't be afraid of doing this stuff. Even if you're just starting out, you usually get carried by the people that's on your team. No. Because your whole goal is just to... Because see, I don't have any abilities right now. You've noticed all my little abilities at the bottom are all dark except for the first one. So I have to just keep going like this until I can get my abilities up real quick. Now I could go out here and... I could do all of that, you know? There you go. Now I have my next ability. All right. And so now I have the ability to basically give people the buff that they need. You get one. You get one. You get one. Yeah, that was Sharon. She just deleted shit. Now you see, it lights them on fire, and that viral gets them and kills them really quickly. Don't forget your gymnastics. You can wall run and all that good stuff. So don't forget your John Wooing. You can do your little John Woo floating in the air and stuff. So don't forget you can do these kind of things. And it's good to do those things when you're getting shot at a lot. Because when you're in the air, like for instance, just jumping in the air like this makes the enemy's accuracy in shooting you drastically go lower. So it's another form of defense, jumping around like that.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Now, usually people will only go to wave 10. Usually people will only go to wave 10 and then they'll quit. In another video, I'll kind of show you the kind of player that I am in specific.
Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Burned alive. Burned alive. You can also wall clean, like this, and clean the walls. So always know that. Oh, hell no. All right, looking good, baby, looking good. No! There you go. Where are all them though? There we go. And basically when the enemies come in here, they'll get all spooked out and they'll start shooting themselves and each other. All right. What I'll do is I'll drop it right over here. That way, as soon as they come out, they'll get that. Now, if you notice, now that I have that energy conversion, you can see that little blue thing around me. That's my energy conversion slot that I had before, remember? Now, if I use this ability that buffs me, I got 49% of a buff, right? Shoot. Now let's try and use that thing again without the energy conversion. You see it says 25 now? Hold on. Oh, wait. Go away, growing power. Go away. Go away. God dang it. I didn't mean to do that. No. There we go. See, it says 36. It says 36% of a damage reduction. Well, now that I have energy conversion, you see now? And now if I try to do that move, hold on. 49. You see? It makes my stuff stronger. That's what I love about that. I love that. Because you're gonna come across energy orbs all day long. Like, see, there's another one right there. Boom. You know? You know, you're gonna come across energy orbs and stuff all day. You know. No.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Now you see, some people don't like going past this mark. People like to consume their content in small pieces.
Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
Okay, let's do this. There you go. See? They're shooting each other, they're hurting each other. This thing is still, yeah, see, I love that. I love that. Wonderful. And if you notice, I ain't fired a single shot from a gun. Nothing. Just been running around with a melee weapon, just swinging at it. Just using what powers I have. And doing what I can with what I got melee wise. There you go. Let that be what that is. Throw that up there. Yeah, it's up there. Up there giving them people, I'm giving them problems up there. Oh, okay, he's gone. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. There in that doorway. Power myself up. Find a teammate. There you go. Now when you see you see that big old thing, that big old disc, look, I got a mod. It appeared on the side of my screen. Got another mod. See, you'll get mods just by playing around and killing stuff. Oh, I get that. Make sure you go get that. Get out the way. Thank you. Wanna get that. There we go. Do that. Ooh. Oh! It's okay, he's dying now. Yep. Okay, you see those guys They got shields and stuff on them. There you go. When those guys have shields, you don't ever want to walk into those. Because if you walk into those shields, it'll literally destroy your
unless you can handle more of the enemy.
There you go, and then we just completed the mission.
The extraction team will take over from
And it'll tell you how many times you've leveled up. Look at that. We went from level 1 to level 14. The max is level 30. So we've already halfway leveled this Warframe in just that little bit of time. And of course we got some relics and some mods to play around with and throw on our Warframes if you want to. We got some resources. Beautiful. You know, and everybody flies off on to their next endeavors. And you back to your ship, and you basically come run on down here and go to your arsenal, go to your Warframe, click upgrade, and what'll happen is this number will become higher and higher as you level up as well, and you'll of course see your health to go up and stuff like that. Your energy will go up. You'll be able to fit more of these on there at a time, and you'll start building stronger and stronger Warframes. And that's basically the gist of it. That's basically the main gist of the gameplay loop. Go out there with your Warframe, get mods, bring it on back, put mods in your stuff, level the stuff up so that you can put more mods in your stuff. Come back, you know, get your materials to come over here to your foundry and build new Warframes and new weapons to use, and you'll do this, and then you will level the weapons and mod them the same way you did your Warframes or anything else you have. Prime weapons or regular weapons. And you'll just keep doing that. And again, you'll just keep doing that loop. And as you go on, you'll be introduced into new systems. There's more systems than just this, but this is the base system that Warframe relies on in terms of the gameplay loop of you modding and creating more powerful Warframes. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Untitled the God Slayer. Untitled Gaming. I'm out.